I wonder how he sits so peacefully. He has already done 2 crimes. He attempted murder. Well, he's as tough as a leather. So, during my conversation, I'm using simile over here. Hi all, welcome to English Learning Stop. Thanks for the click. Well, today we are going to look at similes as written on the board. So I just used the simile over there as tough as leather. Simile, we compare two objects of different kinds. You are so right. This is one of the most common figurative language where a comparison is made between two objects of different kinds. So let us see how it all started, how it all began. What is the origin? Where did this term come from? See, the classical era that started from, that is known to be from 500 to 320 BCE. This was the classical period where Aristotle was thought to invent this term simile. Okay, Aristotle, was a Greek philosopher as well as a scientist, and he used to think, or he used to research a lot on everything. So he is said to have invented this term simile. Okay, he coined the term, means he has built up this term, he came up with this term, and till today we are using the term simile. So I hope this origin sort thing is clear to you, how it all arrived. Okay, this period was the golden period, 500 to 320 BCE. People used literature and works, and they would discuss many things. They invented many things. They did research on science. So that is why this is known as the golden era or the classical era, where literature and art was thought to be on the peak. So let's come to its examples. What is basically a simile? Okay, let me tell you. Simile uses two things, like or as. Okay, so wherever you see these two terms, like or as, you are using a simile. Okay, you'll think that example, you will take that example as a simile. Like, for example, I've mentioned over here as proud as a peacock. So if you see someone who is very proud, who stands tall, so you say this person is as proud as a peacock. Or like, in my conversation, I use as tough as a leather. Now, why do we use this term? Sometimes it is used to mean that a person is very strongly built and he is very tough. So you consider that person as a tough person and you say him as tough as a leather. Like, for example, a person who could move cupboards or who could move very heavy things, you could say, oh, this person is really very tough, he's as tough as a leather. Okay, and sometimes it also mean that the character wise, or he's so strongly minded that if you try to upset that person, or if you try to harm that person, he won't be harmed that easily, or he won't get upset that easily. So there you use he's as tough as a leather. Like in the example I just mentioned, that he was sitting in the jail very calm, so you say he was very peaceful. Okay, so he's as tough as leather, nothing can harm him. Okay, next we have as cool as a cucumber. Now, as cool as cucumber is regarded as, like, for example, if I say I'm a very calm person, okay, just consider it, or that person, someone who is in front of you is a very calm person, you say that person is a very cool, he's as cool as cucumber, because cucumber from all the vegetables is considered to be a very cool and healthy, and it's very nutritious, as well as it will relieve you, it will give you relief. So it's considered to be a cool vegetable. Okay, or someone who is very clear, someone from inside or outside. If you see that person from inside and outside, is very clear, means he'll tell you everything and he will speak very clearly, he'll be very true in his regards. So that person is considered to be as clear as a crystal, like the crystal shines. Okay, it's very shiny crystal, from you can look from the inside as well as the outside of it. You can look in the inside also, in the inside part. Okay, so you can say this person is as clear as a crystal. Okay, similes can be funny, mean, or creative. They make language more enjoyable and very descriptive. Okay, so you need to go beyond your imaginations while making similes. Okay, like how the writers use them as. Let's just go through some examples. For example, look at the first one. She sat there like a bump on the log. Okay, that means if you are in a group and you are enjoying the people over there, you're enjoying the conversation with the people around, but someone else is sitting somewhere else, that means they are inactive or they are stupidly silent. Okay, they're not participating in something. So you will say she sat there like a bump on the log. Okay, that means if someone, the next time when you see someone who is very inactive, who is not participating, so you will say she sat there like a bump on the log. Okay, the next one, her explanation was clear as a mud. Okay, now clear as mud means not to be able to understand. Okay, not at all easy to understand something or to interpret something. Okay, that means, for example, if I'm explaining right now something to you and you are not clear enough what I'm trying to teach you, so you will say her explanation was clear as mud. That means you cannot understand something or you cannot interpret something. Okay, the next one says the couple is as different as night and day. Okay, ha ha ha. Okay, so if someone is married and you see that couple, you will say that they are different. They will say themselves, if they say themselves as they are different as night and day, that means they are totally different. Okay, like for example, I could even say I and my twin sister, actually we are twin sisters. Okay, so I and my sister are identical twins, but we are different as night and day, personality wise. Next we have, he sleeps like a rock at night. Now what do you think? What do I mean by this? I mean, if someone is sleeping soundly, he has got a very deep sleep, he has got a restful sleep, and he's sleeping smoothly, there is no hindrance around and there's no one to disturb, and even if the disturbance is there, he'll sleep like a rock at night. Okay, he's sleeping very soundly and peacefully. Next one, she is as funny as barrel of monkeys. Now monkeys are regarded as barrel of monkeys because they are very funny, they are witty, and they will do everything to please you. Sometimes when you might visit the zoo, you'll see that the monkeys, they are jumping up and down, or they are doing tricks like they'll make you laugh on. Okay, so she's as funny as a barrel of monkeys. If someone is very funny or humorous, you might regard that person, him or her, as funny as barrel of monkeys. The next one is, he is like a rocket on his bike. Now why am I saying a rocket on the bike? Rocket on the bike would mean that he rides the bike so crazily enough that I'm regarding that person as a rocket on his bike. When a rocket shoots up in the air, it goes very far, very high, and it goes with a great speed. So he's riding his bike with such a speed that he's termed as he's like a rocket on his bike. I hope I'm clear with the term simile. Whenever you see the term like and as, you're going to say that this is a simile. I hope my today's video was clear enough. Thanks a lot for your time.